Hi, on this episode, I just wanted to kind of chat about what I've been going through and what I've been experiencing, see if anybody else has been experiencing this. So, for the last couple of months, when I've been talking to people, I've been finding myself lost for words. And for me, that don't really happen. I talk quite a lot. But I've been finding myself lost for words when I've been trying to explain what's happening in my life. When I've been speaking to people, they're like, what are you up to? What plans have you got? And I'm finding myself lost for words. And for me, I'm going to try my best to explain it. So I have been having a knowing and a feeling what I struggle to put English words to or human words to. I have a knowing that we are in a time of change, but the knowing is so strong for me, it's really hard for me to articulate. And then if I bring it to just me, Tammy, I have a knowing that and a feeling that my life is unfolding exactly how it's meant to, but I don't know where it's going, if that makes sense. So I feel happy and safe in the knowing that I'm having this human experience as Tammy. And I feel happy and safe in the knowing that I'm connecting to other parts of myself. And the more I connect to other parts of myself, and the more I stand in a knowing that everything is exactly how it's meant to be, the more I'm opening up to other parts of myself. So I hope I'm making sense with the people that are watching this. But when I've been speaking to people, I've been finding myself lost for words. Like, we're talking and I'm halfway through a sentence and the words just stop. And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. Because a part of me knows that whatever we're talking about is just an experience. And then another part of me maybe just doesn't want to conversate because I want to go into the feeling of the conversation without the need for words as well. And that's been coming up so much for me lately. So if I'm talking with someone about, I don't know, my journey, and I'm like, well, yeah, try my best to live in the moment. I try my best to be neutral, like positive and negative. I know it exists, but one's not worse than the other. And like trying to get deep into a conversation, and I just sit there and I'm like, yeah, I know. And sometimes I don't actually know what I know, but I know, if that makes sense. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that. And then when I've been connecting to other parts of myself and I've been doing some channeling and stuff like that, I really like what comes through. Now, sometimes what comes through is a vibration, a frequency, a feeling, and I don't get it in words. I'm like, what is this? And my human body has not felt stuff like this before. And so again, it's quite hard for me to articulate and put in words, especially with my vocabulary. Maybe if I had a bigger vocabulary, I'd find it a little bit more easier. But just knowing that there's this there's this momentum building up, there is this expansion like never before. And I don't know if we're going to be able to explain it with human words. I don't know if some humans, most of them, groups of us, whatever, are going to actually feel into this new way feel into this new being, feel into this newness, what is here, and what for me is just building up momentum. It's happening so fast. So I'm just going to go into a channel and see what comes out. And yeah, just, I don't know if anyone else is feeling like this, but I'm going to go in and see what comes out. Yes, we would like to say, of course, how a lot of humans are just finding it, we would use the word difficult, to put a word to more love coming to the earth, and not love how humans would love a partner, or love their favourite food, or love going to the beach. Love what you actually are, but most humans have not experienced in their human form. You are it, but you have never been, most of you, we would say, most of you have never been taught this type of love. Most of you have never been told you are this type of love. And we would say, for Tammy, she goes into that feeling, that knowing, and she does find it, as she said, hard to articulate that in words, because it's something what she is not. She knows she is, but we would say in her human body, in her humanness, has not experienced for a long time. And then we are going to go and into it more, you could call it deeper, and say, a lot of humans what are feeling this, they may be able to articulate it more than what Tammy does, because at this moment in time she is very adamant to use her own vocabulary. So when we you could call it it is a fractal of her in a team. You call it guide teams, some of you. We joke because we get, oh yes, she only wanted to use her vocabulary in this lifetime to connect with those what has got the same type of vocabulary as her. But it is looking like word dropping is going to happen. But we will get back to what we were saying. So a feeling, a knowing, more humans are going to be getting that without the need for words. They will just know that they will get a tingling sensation, or their hairs might stand up, or they might get a fuzzy feeling inside them, or a buzzing in their body, or a pulsating, because the energy field in your earth, coming from your earth, coming to your earth, is changing. It is vibrating faster. And as that is happening, we want to tell you, a lot of you are getting parts of your dormant DNA activated, and that will feel more as a knowing and a feeling, and then the words will come later. But a lot of humans are getting the dormant being activated within, the remembering being activated within, the gifts, what you have, what you've come with, being activated from within. It is a very exciting time on your earth right now to watch so many of you having your dormant awoken, activated, and to start working with it. And then as more of you start working with it and share it with others, they too will step into a remembering and allowing their dormant to be activated. They're remembering to be activated. So when you have these things happen, you always feel it first. You have a knowing first before the word. And that is what Tammy is feeling into now. That is why she is often stumped for words. Because you have it in a frequency format first before you then put words to it. And it is happening rapidly on your earth plane at the moment, in your earth realm at the moment, however you call the earth, what you reside upon. It is happening. And we would say it is happening thick and fast. And we would say the more you resist this, the more you will experience, we want to choose the word carefully, the more you will experience a bumpy ride. But sometimes bumpy rides are fun, are they not? So there is no wrong or right choice here. There is never no wrong or right choice. It is all experience. It is the infinite experience in itself every way it can. So if you, and we want to just touch on the word fear here also. Fear has been, it still plays a big part on your earth at this moment in time. You can just step into your heart space, drop down, connect however you connect to your heart space, and know that you are a fractal of the infinite experience in itself, everything it is, every way it can. So there's nothing to fear. Fear is an illusion. Yes, if you can come to that for them moments in your life when you are feeling fear, you may not have as many bumps in the road. We want to thank those what have listened, and we want to leave you with a transmission of light frequency of love. Hina ishtaya kana otanai hi kana ono ishtaya ono tunaya kana ishtana ono reknishtaya hisna yakano. Oh, just need a minute. Yeah, so I hope whoever watches this, listens to this, gets something from it. Actually, a little bit about what I've been going through, and I don't know if anyone else is going through it. I have a feeling that a few people are going through it and are finding it hard to articulate sometimes, just this feeling, just this knowing. So I hope this short episode assists. Sometimes a human tummy, don't like saying helps, but yeah, if you want to say helps. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.